What up, Dokkaners? The summon point system has finally given us the first iteration of the summon point banners. And that's right, I said the first iteration. This is a new update that has finally paid off, but it is not something that's just going to end right here. This is something that is going to continually update over time. So I wanted to go once again over all the basics and any new pieces of information that we might have picked up from this whole thing. So we actually have the banners in game. I am not going to be doing any summons in this video, but I want to go ahead and explain everything. So let's start by recapping the basics. When it comes to the summon point update, the whole point of this whole thing was to basically give you more returns on your investment. Every time you summon on a banner, you would get coins. So that was like the first sort of feeling of you're summoning, you're getting something back. Now, as you know, the amount of stones that you got to put in to get a decent amount of coins to then buy a character is quite steep, meaning this is not like a one-to-one return on investments. You're going to have to put a lot to get a little back in, but at least you're getting something. So this is like the next version of that. So now, as you summon on banners, occasionally you will be earning some points. You will earn points for certain amounts of multis during discount periods. You'll be getting some after discount periods. They're basically trying to coerce you into spending more stones more regularly because they know that people like to skip banners. So they want to get people to summon on every single banner during discounts, after discounts, and they're enticing you with the prospect of getting more summon points in order to do it. These summon points can then be used to accumulate into where you can spend them to get these special tickets. A special Dokkan Festival ticket, a special Legendary Summon Carnival ticket. These tickets can then in turn be used to summon on exclusive banners. For the Dokkan Festival, the red ticket, you would currently be able to use it on a banner that features characters between October and May. And so up until now, we have been theorizing that this is the roster that it would include. Let's actually go ahead and take a look and see if this confirms it. A Dokkan Festival where you can perform summon point tickets. By performing the summon, you are guaranteed to recruit a character who is only available in the Dokkan Festival. So you are guaranteed to get the character. It is a single summon, so there are no multis, but you would be getting tickets to then perform single summons on these banners, and you are guaranteed to get one of them. So this is not like the boosted 44% single where you have a chance to get shafted. You will get one of them. 300 summon points can be exchanged for a Dokkan Festival ticket or a Legendary Summon ticket. Here are the list of featured characters. You got Goku, you got Vegeta from the 10th anniversary, Golden Week, Blue Kaioken, and Hit. April Dokkan Festival sell, probably the biggest get of all, because over the course of the year, we have been getting a lot of tournament participant characters. This guy's stocks have been on the rise, and he was on a banner that nobody cared about because it was coming off of 10th anniversary, coming off of Saiyan Day. There was just no funds left in the tank for people to be summoning. So a lot of people skipped, unfortunately. So this guy's going to be a really big pickup. Kid Goku also, Saiyan Day unit, great stacking unit, good for festival battles. Dropped at an inconvenient time, won't come back for a long time. So I'd say probably these two are the biggest. Is that it? Oh, Daima Vegeta, Daima Goku, Glorio, Buhan, Lord Slug, Vegeta. Oh, that's it. That's it. Early May. Yeah. Early May. So back when they first said this, they said May. I would have written down early May. Clever little sneaks. So they moved Mercenary Tao off of the banner. And for sure, now we have confirmation Roshi is not on the banner. So this was absolutely adhering to JP's scheduling. Okay. So yeah, that is a big shaft. Because Mercenary Tao, I think, would have completely changed the complexion of the banner. But anyway, let's actually go ahead and write this down. Early May. So that is what this current version of the banner offers. Characters that were around all the way back from the Namek Saga Vegeta, all the way up until the Golden Week, Hit, and Godku, or Blue Kaioken Goku. Pretty nice set of characters, but considering it ends early May, and we are currently at the beginning or the middle of August, there is a bit of a gap. So who does this best benefit? This would benefit those of you who don't summon on every single banner, those of you who put a little bit of summons onto each banner, maybe you don't get all of the copies that you want. Those are the people that would benefit the most from this. I would not benefit. Whales do not benefit from this. People who summon quite a bit on each one, maybe they have 79% of each character, they would also not benefit as much. But still, this is once again another reason why you should never chase rainbows. Because with the occasional return on investments like this, you might end up getting an extra copy of a character. So if you, let's just say, bought a character with a bunch of coins and rainbowed them, and now you go ahead and do this and you manage to pull the same character, well, you just invalidated whatever character you rainbowed with your red coins. So another reason to never chase rainbows. But this is the first iteration of it. So if I were to buy that ticket, I would go to the exchange shop, go to summon points. So it's by the coins, right? Yeah. I would exchange for one of these. It costs 300. I currently have 600 summon points because I have been going out of my way to do the extra summons to get all the necessary points available to do this. I'm not going to do it, but if I were to, I would go here, I would buy it, and then I would go over here and I would do the single and I would get guaranteed one of them. There are more featured characters on the Dokkan Festival version of the banner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then there are legendary summon carnival characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, objectively, I think the Dokkan Festival characters are more valuable, so I think most people are going to go for that, and that's probably why they added a little bit more in here. Actually, wait, no, it's also still between those months, there were just more Dokkan festivals. I don't even think it has anything to do with that. I think it's just that there were more Dokkan festivals, dual Dokkan festivals and things like that. So this is where you would probably want to be summoning, but is it the right time? Because if we go back here and we look at the fine print, there's a little bit more to consider. Because all the way down here, they say this banner is available from August until November. So August 17th until November 28th PST. By then, we will actually be back in PST. A summon event with a new list of available characters is scheduled to become available after Friday, November 28th. So what this means is that this is now going to be here in the game forever. This is going to be a permanent fixture in the game, but over the course of 3 months, it will change. So I guess every 3 months, the banner will look different. So until November 28th, this is what the featured list will look like. But when we get to November, that would be basically 4 months later. So I would think theoretically that would mean that this would be shifted 4 months ahead. So it would be October, November, December, January, February. So like 10th anniversary, like the start of the 10th anniversary until September. So right before New Tanabata, probably. I think that's what this would theoretically mean. Like if we just shifted it by 4 months, then it would be like these guys are the oldest characters, and then it would probably include the GDC LRs and whatever the Dokkan Festival that would be after that, if there is going to be some sort of a trap. Well, I mean, you'd also have Gohan in there. I think that's what that means. So is it better to wait? At this moment, yes, it would be, because the collection of talent on that updated banner in 4 months would be better than this. Because at the moment, these characters up in the top row, probably not as highly sought after because, you know, the newer events, the newer teams, so on and so forth, might make these guys less relevant. But that also creates the same sort of causal nexus, because now you're going to have the same exact dialogue with yourself when you get to the 4 months. When you get to November, you'll have the same exact conversation. Oh, well, I mean, the 10th anniversary LRs are here and all, and you got all these characters, but you know what? They're not exactly as relevant anymore because we've already seen them a couple of times. They're not as important. Maybe these other characters are better, but you know what? Maybe I'm gonna wait another 4 months. And the cycle will just continually repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat. So at a certain point, you just got to go ahead and do it. So it really just depends on you, your own specific situations. Do you want to do this now, or do you want to do it later? It is entirely up to you. I would say this is, I mean, to potentially have a chance to get the sell, it might not be bad. However, I think that at this current state of the game, with how much we got from GDC, I think you can live without getting one character, that too potentially risking getting a shaft by getting one of these guys and not maybe necessarily one of these guys. Coming off of the GDC, these guys were featured. This guy was around. So, you know, not only are there older characters that you might potentially come across, but characters that you might have already picked up ample copies for. The only real characters that you might truly want to pick up would be these 4. That's a 4 out of 12 situation, right? So is it worth it? Maybe, maybe not. I'm going to say probably no overall. I think in general, most people should save, not spend this, and instead wait until the next time to do this. Because between now and November, think about it this way. Between now and November 28th, how much summoning are you actually going to be doing? truly, because we have now concluded both of the anniversary caliber celebrations for the year. So as far as the marquee celebrations, like the pristine top of the line celebrations are concerned, we're done. We've done anniversary, we've done GDC. The only high profile banner that will be dropping after this would be the new Tanabata, but is that necessarily going to be something that you spend a lot on? Maybe, maybe not. But definitely around that, post Tanabata Dokkan Festival, going into the new year, Dual Dokkan Festival, the November block, that's going to be horrible. A lot of people are probably not going to be summoning. So with all of those banners potentially skipped, that might be a better place to actually do this, because at that point, you might sprinkle in a couple summons here and there. You might accumulate a couple more points. Maybe you have the opportunity to not only do one summon, but maybe a second single on this new updated list, which contains more characters. So think about it. I'm not going to use it. I know some of you probably already might have, and that's totally fine. This is going to continually be a thing. In the future, there will be more banners for you to occasionally sprinkle in some summons, get some summon points, accumulate over time, but don't ever chase this out. This is not something that you should be seeking out, going out of your way to do. Let it happen organically, and whenever it does, you might be able to pick up an extra character here and there from a banner that you never even summoned for. If anything, this also kind of validates the skipping factor. If you skipped more banners, you probably have more to gain. Food for thought. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like that. I'm sleepy. Be sure to leave a like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on this whole approach to the summon point system. Do you agree with my takes? Do you disagree? I am recording this at 3 in the morning, so if there's anything that I said that was utter gibberish, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content of the future and click the notification bell so that you ladies know you want to see more of myself. Do it! Also, if I repeated myself, I do apologize. Again, recorded all the content late at night. It's 3 a.m. I'm going to sleep. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned, and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.